Aquarius, hello there, my friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late August 2021. Thank you so much for joining me. You know I appreciate every single one of you. And we're going to get this started right away with a couple of oracle cards here. So let's shuffle it up one time for the beautiful Aquarius collective. Let's go. I really hope you're all doing well. You guys, talk to me about Aquarius. What do we got for my friends? And we're just going to look at these first couple of cards real quick, then we'll get into the full tarot reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus spread with the Starseed Oracle to see what it is you need to hear from the universe. So there are many things for you to consider. Aquarius readings are always fire. There's always a lot of things to look at. And here we go. Yeah, you might be really focused on something. Something might be analyzing you. And yeah, the mental focus is something that's been showing up with all of the air signs. Interesting start to this reading. Now, before we fully dive in, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the August subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out because it's your last chance to get in for that. Now, into this reading. You see the wolf in Red Riding Hood. For some reason, I feel like this might have shown up for you in recent weeks. But I think of focus, analyzing. Maybe someone's analyzing you. Maybe you're analyzing a situation. I don't feel like there's any impending danger here, but someone might be watching your moves, or you might be watching someone's. It's interesting, okay? But this could easily just be something you are focused on attaining. There might be something in your sights that you are deadlock focused on. Now, the second card, yes, it could speak about reflecting on the past. You see this woman, she has the locket, her eyes are closed. So I think of two things, the imagination, reflecting on the past, or communication. You see all the letters here. So all of those things could be important in the coming days and weeks. Maybe your mind will be going a little more than usual, but proper communication could be very key. Now, we're going to get into tarot right now. As I always say, that doesn't make or break the reading. It's something for us to look at, and we'll see if it ties into the reading itself. Let's get you three in the upright and intuitively clarify. Let's get a shuffle here. What do we got for Aquarius, please? Yes. What do we got for my friends? Now, last week's reading was titled A Karmic Shift. The week before that was It's Game Over. So it's been a lot of different energies coming at Aquarius. So I'm really interested to see what we have this week. It's always a multi-layered, multifaceted reading when I read for Aquarius. It's always exciting to see what the universe has for you. And we have the Judgment card in position number 1. Talk about action, talk about movement, starting us off with a bang. We're going to keep it moving now. For some reason, it's giving me the vibes of a tower. Okay? I don't necessarily feel like it's a bad tower. And even more movement. We have the 8 of Wands in position number 2. So we're starting this reading off with a double bang, like a lot of action. And as I said, it was giving me that tower vibe. It makes sense with the 2 big movement cards. Well, we're not going to go too far into it, though. And we have the Lovers as your third card. So you have 2 major arcana in your spread. And you know, if you watch tarot, that major arcana are strong archetypes. These are big energies, possible big changes. But we're going to go through, we'll talk about some of the classical meanings and archetypes before we get the juicier stuff. But as I was already alluding to, judgment in the beginning, right? Starting something off with a bang. The universe could be asking you to make a move. The universe could be nudging you towards something. Sure, judgment could be a decision of some kind, going left or going right. But to me, I think of action. I think of things going fast. And for some reason, with Judgment and the 8 of Wands right next to it, the double dose of fast, it's giving me like that shocking, surprising type of vibe. Now, we're still going to clarify and get more detail. I'm just telling you how it's initially feeling to me. The vibe is interesting. So there could be something coming at you super quick. Something or someone, all right? Energetically. In the center, we have the 8 of Wands. All those messages that I was just speaking about, speed, possible shock, and surprise, could still be holding up here. But this is usually a card of communication, letting one's feelings be known, saying what you feel. Someone may be doing the same to you. You could have some very interesting talks or conversations coming in when we have the 8 of Wands. Definitely want to see what clarifies this. But it is a card of speed. Now, moving even further, and I don't want to overcomplicate any of these messages, the Lovers on the back end, classically the Lovers used to mean making a choice, a fork in the road. So we're seeing that with Judgment as well. Lovers could be a Gemini. You might be tied to a Gemini. It could focus on our interpersonal relationships, romantic or otherwise. Usually this could be a card of soulmates and twin flames, so romantic things might be showing up here for you. But aside from that, the Lovers is a free-flowing, smooth, easygoing type of energy. Good. So there might be some good changes coming your way, or you might be reaping the benefits of a positive choice. But if you're watching this for romance, this is going to be an important card for us to clarify for sure. Okay, could just be a Gemini. But I do want to dive deeper, so let's jump in and clarify now. Okay, we're going to get one more shuffle here for you, Aquarius. See what I said? It's always a multi-layered, multifaceted reading. Let's shuffle it up. What do we have for Aquarius, please? Oh, guys. And my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, all tarot readings are about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. So that's the reason this box is here. If you can pull any more messages, if these cards make you feel a certain way, please share with the rest of the class. We're going to go in on judgment, though. Why is judgment here for Aquarius? Just telling you how I feel, my friends. Why is judgment here? Thank you. Yeah, change. We have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, but I don't feel like the reversal is a bad change in luck or a bad change in fortune. Yes, it can be karmic, something that's written in the stars. Something might happen to you, or something may have happened to you that was meant to be. Now, usually the Wheel of Fortune is a big omen of good luck. Both of these cards, aside from karmic things, are heavily tied into the universe itself. When I look at angelic judgment and the karmic Wheel of Fortune. So there is something that's happening that was meant to be, okay? I'm still getting that shocking vibe as well, because the wheel is always in movement. So 3 of the 4 cards here are in a big state of change, a big state of movement, things happening fast. So some unexpected, shocking things could be coming towards you, but there is karmic energy around. Whatever you're watching this for was meant to happen, all right? I know some of you watch this for entertainment, some of you watch it for romance or work. Something is written in the stars, the coding of the universe that was meant to happen. Now, aside from that, if none of that was hitting for you, this could be the universe guiding you on a very specific path for a very specific reason, okay? I'll just leave it at that. I could talk about that more, but I don't want to muddy up the message. I want to keep it as concise as possible. Might want to be... I'm not even going to go there. We're going to keep it moving, okay? We're going to see what's up with this 8 of Wands. What's 8 of Wands here for Aquarius, please? Thank you. Okay, the 9 of Swords. Interesting. Okay, now that definitely caught me by surprise. It just gave me a weird vibe. Are some of you like really interested in spirit communication? All right, now I know that's not going to hit for everybody, but for some reason, like communicating with spirit is showing up. Now, this could be somebody worrying about you and letting you know that. Like someone might be concerned about you, or you might be concerned about somebody else. If this is a talk, this is one of a very serious nature. I'll tell you that. With the 8 of Wands and the 9 of Swords, we have a lot of different things going on here, a lot of different moving pieces. And the energy the reading's making me feel is like a little scattered, a little all over the place. So I do feel some of you, yeah, it could be the big interest in spirit communication, speaking to the dead and all that. But aside from that, you might have a very serious conversation coming in. If you're trying to speak with the living, or someone living wants to speak with you, it could be that of a serious nature. Because this 9 of Swords is usually somebody who's overthinking, can't sleep at night. You might be having issues at nighttime. You might want to talk to somebody about that. But it is like a tortured mind. So you might be having some very serious conversations in the coming days and weeks. I'll just leave it at that. Once again, if you're getting different things here, please share it down below. We're going to go in on the Lovers. I'm just telling you how they feel to me at the time. So why are the Lovers here for Aquarius? Lots of different things going on here this week. Why are the Lovers here? Thank you. Page of Swords. Yeah, so just like I said in the very beginning, someone might be watching you. Someone might have the hots for you with the Page of Swords under the Lovers. You might be tied to another air sign. This could talk about an age difference with this page. But just as I said, someone might be watching you or analyzing you. That's what this page does, okay? That's what this page does, literally. A lot of readers call him the spy of the tarot deck. Usually a little defensive, so hopefully you're not having communication issues with someone you're tied with romantically or communication issues with your interpersonal relationships, but somebody might be keeping an eye on you. And that's the main intuitive vibe this is just giving me. Whether this is a past situation, whether it's a current one, someone might be watching your moves. Okay, so just know that. And of course, it could be other things, more cards of communication as well. So someone might express their feelings towards you. If someone has the hots for you, they might let you know. Like, there's a lot of different things going on here, Aquarius. So I'm going to give you a quick recap, and we'll try to bundle up as many messages as we can before we get into your bonus. Okay? If you kindly look down in the box in position number 1, we have Judgment with the wheel in reverse. Now, I don't feel like the wheel in reverse is a bad thing. Both of these cards are heavy, fast movement, shocking changes possibly, but it is something that was meant to happen. This is highlighting something that has happened to you that was meant to happen. It was in the universal code. There is karma at play as well, so just know this. It could also be a big omen of spirit, a big omen of the universe. Like, there's a lot of signs here. Now, in the center, we have the 8 of Wands with the 9 of Swords in the upright. Sure, I gave that cheeky message about somebody being interested in spirit communication, but aside from this, this is highlighting a serious natured conversation where somebody might be feeling something or stressing about something, and they might want to let you know about it for whatever reason. Or this could be you stressing about something and letting somebody else know. But it is a serious natured type of talk or conversation I get in the middle, aside from the cheeky message. Now, on the back end, we have the Lovers with the Page of Swords in the upright. Could be another air sign you're dealing with. That could be representing somebody younger. But this vibe that we had from the very beginning, someone analyzing, whether that's you analyzing somebody else or somebody analyzing you, that's what I'm feeling like. Someone might be watching you. Okay, so we have a lot of different things going on here, and it could be someone who's a little defensive in regards to what they say. So it's kind of an offset of what we have in the center. So please take a screenshot. I would urge you to look into these cards a little more because this is a bit of a complex type of spread this week, Aquarius. And we'll see what we got. I'm going to see what you need to hear from the universe. I feel like I could talk about this spread for like another half an hour. Like if I had the time. Let's see what's going on with Aquarius though. What do they need to hear? So many things. This is like extremely potent this week. All right, let's see what we have for Aquarius, please. And yeah, I like to end every reading with this. I feel like it's a good capstone. It's usually very optimistic. And we have karmic relationships showing up as the first card. All right, I haven't seen that card out in a while. Now, karmic relationships don't always mean something that you're going through right this second or right now. Could be something that has already happened. And we have the star ancestors as well. So we're going to talk about these briefly. Interesting, with the karmic relationships, we had cards of karma showing up in the spread with the Judgment, with the Wheel of Fortune. Interesting. Now, karmic relationships are meant to teach us lessons. So when this shows up in this section of the reading where the universe wants you to hear something, it's the universe asking you to look back on your past situations, whether good or bad. Karmic lessons aren't always a bad thing, but there might be something that you've gone through or you are going through that you need to think about, try to ingest those lessons and really analyze it. That's what this is usually making us know. All right. The literal meaning says Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, and conflict. So this card could also talk about how we as humans, we grow through conflict. We grow through tough situations. Pressure brings out the best versions of us. Okay. If we're always in a stable state where nothing's pushing us positively, nothing's pushing us negatively, we kind of just float and float through life. So know that the things you've been through, the conflicts you've been through, the tough times you've been through, it has been to push you forward, okay? We saw it within the spread itself. Now, the Star Ancestors card to me does tell us that we're not alone, that we have a spirit team around us. Even if at times it might feel a little lonely on this planet, we have spiritual protection around us. But the good thing is, there are megalithic structures on this, and whenever I see that on a divination card, I feel like it represents stability, because megalithic structures stand in place for thousands and thousands of years. Okay, so things might be coming to a good stabilization for you. It literally says hidden secrets, lost wisdom, and look a little deeper. A lot of you might be thirsting for knowledge, secrets of the universe even. So if that is something you're interested in, don't feel bad about throwing your energy into it. Acquiring knowledge is always an important task, I believe. I'm always on a quest for knowledge. Okay, so Aquarius, that's what I have for you this week. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the August subscriber surprise. It's your last chance to get your name in for the August subscriber surprise, and I'm giving away, if you haven't heard yet, 2 copies of the Gilded Tarot Royale. It's one of my favorite decks in existence from my favorite illustrator. So if you'd like to get your name in for it, 2 simple things, as always. First, you must be subscribed, of course, which I'm sure you are at this point. And 2, if I can grant you any wish, what would it be? You just drop it down in the comments. You'll be entered to win. And at the end of the month, beginning of September, I'll announce the winners in my community tab, as I always do. I got a couple of comments about this over the past couple of weeks. You go to the homepage of my channel, then the community tab. I always post the winners there every single month. And that's what I have for you, my friends. Thank you so much, as always, and I'll see you next time.